This is a college football playoff semifinal at the Orange Bowl. It's the Baylor Bears against the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, along with Joel Klatt. And Holly Rowe is ringside as we get this game going. Tremendous atmosphere today, Holly.
Well, guys, the Bears head coach told me before the game, the Big Ten is so excited based on their previous experience here in the college football playoff. They have won the last 3 national championships, and they want to make it 4. They're talking a lot down on the field. They're making sure that the SEC knows that they're here to play. We'll see who's able to have conference dominance here and set the tone early. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. We'll keep an eye on that. The kickoff team is out there, and here we go with this playoff semifinal game. Fielded in the end zone. It's Brown. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. The offense with 3 tight ends now in first down, trying to create a mismatch. Now the play clock winding down. They'll have to spend a timeout here. Now left with 2 of them here in the first half.
Right, here we go.
Looking downfield. It's Lagway. Quick throw to his receiver. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. You can just feel it. There's always extra juice when the Big Ten and the SEC collide. The SEC, of course, dominating the championship landscape for more than a decade, but the Big Ten flexing now, Joel, 3 years in a row.
Well, Chris, to be the best, you got to beat the best, and the title is going to go through one of these 2 conferences. In order for the Big Ten to get to the mountaintop, they had to go through the SEC, and now it's going to be vice versa. Right now, the Big Ten holds the title. The SEC wants it, and they want it back. This is exactly what pops up on film and preparing for this defense. His recognition, getting into the backfield, stopping plays before they ever get started. Look how fast he recognizes what's going on and then his instincts to go make the tackle.
The ball is loose. The defense scoops it up. Breaks free down the left side. End zone ahead. Here he goes. Touchdown, Baylor. A defensive score in this playoff game. Wow. They now have the lead in this semifinal game.
This is a mark of a great defense. You take a lead and you go out there and you slam the door and you make it difficult on the offense. Here, it's a scoop on the outside. The defensive back with all of his speed, taking it the opposite direction for a score and building on that lead that the offense gave him. What a great job by this defense, and certainly going to be a huge play in this game.
Didn't quite get the playoff in time. It'll be delay of game. So the 2-point try would now be from the 7. Let's see if the coach changes his thinking and kicks the point. And they'll set up now for the extra point try. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Not an ideal kickoff as it heads out of bounds. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain. One of the things about this expanded playoff bracket that fans find so attractive, you're going to get numerous collisions between the two dominant conferences in the sport, the Big Ten and the SEC.
What a treat it is, Chris, because we know these conferences are the deepest and the best conferences in college football. And when we get a matchup like this, it's time to just sit back and enjoy it. What a day.
It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down.
Once you're outside of the tackle box, you can live to play another down as a quarterback, and he just throws it away. I like that decision. Didn't feel like there was much open down the field.
Now the offense facing a third and long from their own 41. To the air, it's Sellers. Nice grab. It's Tuggle. Brought down short of the marker. That's going to set up a 4th and 2. And the Gamecocks will bring their punt team on the field now. They'll kick it away here. Ball lands at the 5. It doesn't check up. Bounces into the end zone for a touchback. So here comes the Baylor offense onto the field. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. The sure hands, it's Miller. They get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
I love these drag routes from the slot receiver, and it takes a wide receiver that has a feel for space and coverage. He's got to understand whether it's man or zone. If it's man, put your chin in your shoulder and keep running through the green grass. If it's zone, settle down in the soft spot and give the numbers to the quarterback.
Handoff here from the shotgun. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Boy, really good job by this defense. Look at him just swarm the ball carrier. He's got nowhere to go. It's just really a no-chance carry for the ball carrier. And a great tackle in the backfield.
Pulls it in. It's Williams. He stopped short of that first down marker. It's going to bring up 4th and 3. And the Bears will line up to punt it away. Looking to flip the field here. And on 4th down, the punter sends it away. We'll see if he can make a play on this return. He's brought down, but a good effort to make something of that return. Here comes the Gamecocks offense back on the field. This group is coming off a quick 3 and out. Can they put something together in this drive? Makes the catch, but the defense breaks in the ball, and it's a short gain.
Well, now this defense is in a perfect situation. You're creating an obvious passing situation for the offense, and you can get these pass rushers going. Get them out on the edge, let them get after the quarterback, and create havoc in the backfield.
Off an RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. Out of bounds at the 47. So they get a big gain by feeding the speedy wide receiver drill. They told us they were going to do this. It makes sense. Get in the ball however you can.
Well, I really love that they're doing it with the RPO because that puts the defense in conflict, and then you can utilize that speed, and he's got more space to operate. The only thing the quarterback's got to make sure of, Chris, is delivering an accurate throw because, remember, timing plus ball placement, that equals yards after the catch. Well, here it is. This is exactly what we anticipated from this matchup, and this offense concepts in the run game. This quarterback is a very good player, but the defense is ready for it. This defensive coordinator told us that their defense was going to be predicated on stopping this quarterback and these types of concepts, and they're able to do it here early in this game.
And left with no option, just has to throw it away. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Scanning the field, it's Sellers. Caught by the receiver. Tackled short of the first down. To 4th and 1. The Gamecocks will come to the line, looking to keep the drive going on 4th down. Quarterback drops back, looking to test the secondary. Grab near the sticks. It's Clark.
That is an outstanding job recognizing what the defense is doing. As he sees this blitz, he goes immediately to the back. There's no one left for the back, and he's able to get the line to gain for a first down. So the risk-reward of sending this pressure against a quarterback who is seeing it really well, and right now the offense is winning that. Well, the key to third down success is being good on first down, and here the defense does a great job on first down, bowing up and stopping the run. And that's the key to this thing. If you can create long yardage situations, now they have to throw the football, and that pass rush can start getting after it.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Defense is coming after him. Swarmed by the pass rush. A sack. So here comes third and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Here comes the pressure. On the run, he'll let it go. Can't hold on. Good defensive play, brings up a fourth down.
This is the benefit of playing zone defense on third down. Chris, look at the eyes of the defender. They're in the backfield. He can break on the ball, and while it looks like a completion for a first down, he shows up with physicality, knocks the ball loose, fourth down.
And we'll see what he can do on the return. Solid gain. They'll spot him out at the 35. And now the first play of this drive now from the 35. They'll test the right side here. Running with purpose. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman.
Offensively, they've got to find a way to run the football with more efficiency. If they're unable to do so, it will be a long day.
There's the handoff. Defense makes the tackle as the final seconds of this first quarter run out. It's Baylor on top, and the first quarter is in the books. What is a huge opportunity for both these programs to get a step closer to a national championship. We expect the teams to have worked through some of the nerves of this playoff game as we begin the second quarter. A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on third down. So early movement from the offense. That'll push him back 5. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Offense sets the formation. It's third down. Looking downfield, it's Lagway. Finds his man, it's Smith. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play.
All right, so you get the completion, and maybe this is a more manageable fourth down opportunity, but I still don't love the idea of going for it and being aggressive. This is just too many yards to go for it. I think the punt is the play.
Ball lands at the 5. It doesn't check up. Bounces into the end zone for a touchback. The shotgun handoff here. Fights through the tackler. Brought down, but broken tackle to produce a solid gain there.
Chris, I think they need to change the look up here defensively on first down. With two safeties back, it's just too easy to gain yards on the ground. They're giving them a free 4, 5, 6 yards every single time. That's keeping them out of passing situations, and you can't get your pass rush going. They need to adjust. Well, that's the conservative way to go, just trying to pick up the first down. And I understand you're trying to move the chains, create a new set of downs, but man, I would have loved to see them get aggressive, go with the play action. Now you're sitting there after the defense does a nice job stopping the run, and now you've got third down. Better convert now.
In the third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Caught near the sticks, it's Sellers. And he goes out right near the 45-yard line.
Well, this is why first and second down success is so critical. You give yourself a third and short, and now you can throw it or run it. And a lot of us thought they were going to run it here, but you can still put this ball in the air, and the quarterback is able to get a nice completion, and they're able to move the chains.
Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss of the play.
I think the mark of a great defense is not just a defense that can get off the field and create stops, but it's also a defense that builds into those stops. For me, it's negative yardage plays. When you can go out there and create a loss, a tackle for loss, now you're really doing something. They're able to do that right here. Well, this is a solid job offensively. After that first down play, it puts them behind the chains. Now they're able to get themselves in a position where they've got a manageable third down opportunity. At least as a play caller, now you feel like you've got more at your disposal rather than straight drop back pass.
With the catch, it's Harbor. Oh, he's got open space. They make the tackle, but the gain moves the ball to the 28. Well, no surprise on third down. They go to one of the reliable targets, one of the guys he really trusts, a veteran in this situation.
Chris, that's the exact word. On third down as a quarterback, you go to the guys that you trust, and clearly they've established that over their years here. All those off seasons, all those practices, they're paying off here in a big moment on third down. This defense has got to play better up front, in particular on first down. This offense continues to just gain yards on first down, churning out 4, 5, 6 yards, and staying out of obvious passing situations. This defensive line has got to start winning their one-on-one blocks up front. Well, in our meetings, this defense told us they're going to be ready for these plays. They understand the looks and the motion, and they know that this offense loves to use these, in particular early in a game. And here they are trying to go to that well, and sure enough, defense is ready for it.
Let's fly to the wideout. He's got it with room to run. The Bears simply cannot get their defense off the field here.
They better find a way to pressure this quarterback because he's just sitting back there with nobody in his face. If he's got time, he's going to rip them apart, and he does here on third down. They're able to move the chains. This is a nice job, yes, but the defense has got to change something up front. Well, this is exactly what you need to do on first down is continue to stay on schedule and keep your quarterback out of those long yardage passing situations. The run game is doing a good job.
Touchdown, Gamecocks, as they get on the board here in this playoff game. Very satisfying drive, but perhaps a relief to finally get into the end zone to match the score from the other side in this playoff game.
Chris, it can certainly present some nervy moments when you go down in a big game and be able to answer and match this score. This is a huge moment for this offense and this team, and now they can play with a bit more freedom, in particular on the defensive side, maybe get a little bit more aggressive. I think trying to create a turnover or a short field for their offense on the ensuing possession is going to be a big moment.
So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. And the wideout goes in motion. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. The full start will back him up 5 yards. Now it's 1st and 15. To throw, it's Lagway. Looking deep downfield to the left. And it's hauled in way downfield. Here he goes. At the 10. He will not be caught. Touchdown, Bears.
That is exactly what the doctor ordered in this situation. Tight ball game, and they drive the length of the field. Great execution from everyone on the offensive side to go all the way down the field and put it in the end zone.
They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good, so it's 14-7. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Bringing it out, it's Bennett. Tackle tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. So the first play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. On the ground, it's Clark. They keep feeding the running back, but he's had nowhere to go tonight. They've been dominating at the line of scrimmage.
Oh, that's a really good job by the defense. Being gap sound, there's nowhere to go for this running back because of the fundamental football being played on the opposite side. This defense is where they need to be, and then they're making the tackle. Really good job defensively. It's always important to stay on schedule as an offense. It allows you to have full disposal of your playbook, and you don't get into those obvious passing situations. So even though they're not moving the chains here, this is what I would call a very successful play because you're on schedule.
He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down.
And there's that connection that we've been expecting to see. That's something on film that really showed up, is this timing of the quarterback and wide receiver. And they haven't really established it yet today until here on third down. That's a good job. Maybe it gets him going here a little bit.
It's caught. He's tremendous toughness here. He stopped out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield.
This was one of the things that was really concerning to this defensive staff, is that he is so good after the catch and hard to bring down. And you can see right here, he's able to secure the ball and then get some yards after the catch, breaking tackles in the process.
And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
Chris, give credit to this quarterback and this offense. They continue to be patient and just continue to make first downs, and now getting the ball across the 50. Clearly now in scoring range, and as a quarterback, you've got to think to yourself, no sacks. You can't take a negative play and knock yourself out of field goal range.
Empty backfield, offense spreading the field with 5 wide. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Coming after him. Has the first, still on the move.
Well, you get into these big games in the playoff, every first down feels big, and here the opportunity to scramble and move the chains. This is just a terrific job by the quarterback. I've always said, Chris, and it's even more important here in this situation, you've got to be able to scramble for 2, 3, 4 first downs a game, move the chains with your legs as a quarterback, and here he's able to do that.
Goes out of bounds, but they're inside the 15 now.
This is a great example, Chris, of man-zone principles within the passing game. You run a drag route, normally people think that that just continues to race across the field, but that's not the case against zone, which they're getting here. You find the soft spot and you hook up, give the numbers to your quarterback, and then he's able to frame that ball up for a completion. That is a great job of recognition by the wide receiver and being on the same page with the quarterback.
Looking to pass here on second down. Oh, the pocket collapsing. Looking for 6. Looking for a red zone touchdown throw, but it's incomplete.
Such a fine line for a quarterback down here. You're throwing the ball into the end zone. You want to be safe and not put the ball in harm's way, but you also need to give your wide receiver a chance to get those feet down inbounds.
To the offense, looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. On third down, he drops to throw. Receiver makes the grab. And he's not going to get there. Short of the first down. Breaks up 4. The Gamecocks will spend the first of their 3 timeouts. They have 2 more to work with before halftime. So just before halftime here, out comes the field goal unit. They'll set up at the right hash mark for this chip shot. He got it. The field goal is good. And those 3 points will finish off the first half and take us to halftime. Now they get set to kick it away. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And the South Carolina offense is back out on the field. Passing game effective in the first half. Let's see if they keep it going or if the defense has made adjustments trying to protect the lead here. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
Excellent play by this defense, getting that tackle for loss and creating a 2nd and long. And now from an offensive perspective, just get half of this back. This next snap is about creating 3rd and manageable. It's not about moving the chains.
And they've got him. And the Gamecocks will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up. They'll run it here. That's the running back with the ball. And that will pick up a first down. They'll spot it at 38. Well, the first down on the ground, that's been something that's been hard to come by for this offense here. There's still time, though, to get the running game going.
Chris, it has been tough sledding running the football. Even that first down run, there's just not a lot of room, not a lot of success. It seems like this defense is fully committed to stopping the run game. Maybe time for a play-action pass? I think it should be.
Oh, the pass rush gets home.
It looks to me like this quarterback is really struggling seeing the defense. This is just zone defense, and you can tell he's not very comfortable, and he's sitting in the pocket. He doesn't understand where his eyes should start and where he should go with the football, and because of that, the indecision leads to a sack. He really needs to start locating the safety right at the snap to understand the coverage that he sees.
Caught over the middle by the tight end. And now the defense able to bring him down.
Chris, I don't know how the big tight end gets that open in the middle of the field. Somebody has got to target the tight end in coverage. That's an easy throw and catch, and as a quarterback, I will take it all day long. My tight end's open, bang, complete.
Crucial 3rd down play right here. Can he get there on the ground? That's a solid gain. Moves the football inside the 40. 1st and 10.
Chris, there are some players that when they have the ball in their hands, they just hate to be tackled. And that's this guy. He's always fighting for extra yardage, and here he's able to get 2, 3, 4, 5 extra yards after contact.
And this time he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Defense all over him that time.
I've always been a big believer that you build defenses front to back and inside out. There is nowhere to go in the middle of this field right now. They're doing a great job of not allowing that offensive line to gain traction at the line of scrimmage. It's a beautiful stop right there. Really nowhere to go in the middle.
Back to throw. It's Sellers. Lets it go quickly. It's intercepted. Tried to fire it into a tight window. Tackled after the return, but a huge takeaway. Could be a momentum shift right there.
It's just a bad mistake, Chris. To start the second half, you want to put together a drive, go down and get points. The coaches talk about the middle 8, last 4 minutes of the first half, first 4 minutes of the second half as a period that they have to win. This is a huge setback for them.
Here comes the Baylor offense back out onto the field. Gets it out quickly to the left side. Open field ahead. Oh, and he's free down the left side. Can they run him down? Touchdown, Baylor. Breaks away to the end zone.
Chris, how often do we talk to these coaches and they talk about the sudden change, that you've got to capitalize when you get a turnover, and here the offense is able to do that. First snap after the defense gets the ball back, and they're in the end zone. That is complimentary football 101.
And they'll set up for the PAT. They add the extra point, and the lead now is 11, 21-10. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And the Gamecocks offense is back out there on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. It's a dart right down the middle. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Could take it all the way. They finally tackle him, but an excellent return after the pick. Oh, it's another mistake from his quarterback as he's trying to get his team back in the game. That's costly, Joel.
So costly. Clearly trying to force it down the field, trying to get all of this back in one throw. But as we know, Chris, comebacks are like puzzles. It's one piece at a time. You can't get it all back with one throw. And if he continues to force it, he'll continue to make these mistakes. Stopping the run is about being sound fundamentally and schematically. You got to be where you're supposed to be in your gap, but then you got to fight. And this defense is fighting off blocks, making tackles. They're doing a really nice job.
To the air, it's Lagway. Makes a quick grab. Stop for no gain. Excellent tackle.
Great swarming defense, but if you're going to catch that ball behind the line of scrimmage and you've got defenders all over you, you might want to just bat that one down and not take the loss. So a clear mistake from the offense, but again, this defense is just flying around, and they're playing so hard and so well right now.
And he'll drop back here on third down. Oh, the pass is picked off. He's bringing it back. And he breaks clear down the right side. It's a foot race. Breaks into the open. Inside the 10. Touchdown, South Carolina. 6 points for the defense in this playoff game. What a moment.
The field position has to change your mentality as a quarterback. They're in field goal range, Chris, and he's got to make sure that he's conservative with the ball. If he feels like he's got 3 points in his pocket, he puts it in harm's way, and not only is it picked, but it's taken back for 6. What a return in the athleticism from this secondary.
Oh, that one's picked off. He's at the 50, the 40, the 30, inside the 20, inside the 10. And he's going to take it all the way back. It's a pick 2. When have you ever seen that before? As the 2-point try backfires big time. I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick. And I don't think that made it 10 yards before getting touched. Of course, that's going to be a penalty. So they don't let the ball travel 10 yards before touching it. That could be a crucial mistake as they try to come back here in the fourth quarter. The ball is handed off out of the shotgun. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
It's something I love about this defense is their discipline. Look at them stay in their rush lanes, get a nice stop.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. To throw, it's Lagway. He escapes the pocket. Oh, escapes. Doesn't get rid of the ball. Trapped for a huge loss. Goodness, that is usually a drive killer. So here comes third and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Now in third and very long, looking to throw. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up fourth down.
I tell you, you got to play well on third down. That's the money down for a quarterback. To be honest, Chris, I don't really care what a quarterback does on first and second. He's got to be great in situations, and one of those situations that I think about is third down. Unable to connect here, and now you got a decision to make on fourth.
Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. A pop pass on the jet sweep. They stop him right at the 24. Four-yard gain makes it second down and 6 now. And he'll set up to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Caught. He's wide open. Look out. The stop made at the 45, but enough for a first down. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. On first and 10, looking to throw. Looking to scramble. And he's taken down way behind the line. It'll be a huge loss here. It's Baylor on top. And as we reach the end of 3, time is running out in this crucial contest for both these programs to stay alive in the quest for a national championship. Let's check out the game summary before we move on. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Dropping back, it's Sellers. On the move now. And the pass will fall incomplete on the scramble attempt. Good coverage there.
Well, he's got to put that one behind him and now move forward for this third down. This is really the most important snap thus far of the game. And as a quarterback, you've got to go out there and really execute. So remember, it's about feet, it's about timing, it's about accuracy. Put all those 3 together.
And it's incomplete, but here comes the flag. So hold on, let's check that out. So the call is defensive holding, and that's a big boost for this offense. The Gamecocks have 1st and 10 here. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Running back grabs it on the screen. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down, 2nd and 1.
To defend the screen well, the defense, you've got to recognize what's going on right away. I thought that their recognition was just a touch slow, but credit them in the pursuit and getting back on track and making this tackle before the running back can get a first down.
A lot of options here on 2nd and short. Will they take a shot or try to pick up the first down? From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He has first down yardage at the 46.
Boy, I really love the rhythm that this offensive line is in. Staying out of third down, being able to run the football here. Nice job by the running back and the offensive line, moving the line of scrimmage and moving the chains. This offense is going to continue to build on this success. Now, after running the football on 2nd, you can start to get to the play-action pass. I really love what they're doing here. That's good execution by this wide receiver. As a quarterback, I would tell all those guys all the time, once you hook up in a curl, keep working back to the quarterback. The only way that that's going to be incomplete is if the wide receiver stops and the defender can then close and bat the ball away.
Nowhere to run up the middle.
That's really solid defense, being gap sound here in their defensive front 7. And they're doing a great job against this run game. They knew that that was going to be a point of emphasis here today. They wanted to stop the run first, and they're doing that.
Looking to pass, it's Sellers. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down.
Well, this is a great job by this offense, and just taking what the defense is going to give. If there's off coverage, just throw that out route right underneath the corner, and it's an easy pitch and catch for a first down. This has always been a pet peeve of mine from a quarterback perspective, is these nondescript run plays against what is clearly a run-oriented defense. You've got to have the opportunity to throw play action, create some sort of little RPO, give the decision to the quarterback and not just calling this on the sideline.
On the move, trying to scramble for the first down, comes up short.
This is exactly what this defense wanted to do right here, Chris. They told us in our meetings that when this quarterback left the pocket, they wanted to make sure that they were contacting him with physicality and toughness, and that's exactly what happens here.
Moves out of the pocket. Just gives up on the play, throws it away, and now it's 4th down.
No-brainer to go for it right here. Remember, players not plays. Who's your best player? Who's your best matchup? I think that's who needs to touch the ball right here. This is the game.
So here we go. Down 1 score. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Grab down the middle. It's Tuggle. He'll be ruled down there, but a 4th down conversion with plenty to spare.
These are critical moments in a playoff game. You're down, it's 4th down, you're forced into being aggressive, but Chris, they're able to get the conversion. That is really good execution and maybe something that they can build a little momentum off here in this ball game.
looking to throw it from the red zone. He's running out of time here. He escapes the pocket. He goes out of bounds, but the gain moves the ball right near the 15.
Well, tomorrow when this quarterback coach grades this film, he's going to put a plus next to this play for the quarterback. Not only does he make the right read, but he picks up a nice bit of yardage, and he avoids the hit and steps out of bounds. That's what I'm talking about.
And he will be stuffed for no gain. They're 2 for 2 on third down this possession. Here's 3rd and 5. But it's incomplete. They miss an opportunity, and now it's 4th down.
Man, as a quarterback, you really love to have that one back. This is 3rd and manageable. You feel like you can move the chains here. They did a fine job on 1st and 2nd down, putting them in a situation where they've got both the run and the pass at their disposal, and they're unable to connect. He's got to do a better job on 3rd down.
4th down, looking to throw for it. Running out of time in the pocket. That's the 3rd pick tonight thrown by this QB. Brought down after the return, but a huge takeaway at this moment.
Well, this offense is forced into this. They're trailing in this game. It's 4th down. They've got to stay on the field and try to get this 1st down. And as a quarterback, you know that you've got to force the issue. You can't take a sack, obviously, and he's got to get the ball out of his hands. Once that happens, though, you're at the whim of the coverage, and the coverage was terrific. They step in front. They pick this ball off. This defense continues to do a great job.
Chewing clock with the running game. They bring him down to the 32-yard line. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout as this offense tries to work the clock and preserve this lead.
They're set up in such a great situation here, but as we've seen in previous years in the playoffs, remember the Indiana-Miami National Championship game, a false start can give hope to the opposing sideline. No pre-snap penalties. That's exactly what I would be communicating if I...
He's got a crease. And he goes out of bounds just past midfield. That's a positive sign for this running back. He hasn't really been able to get loose today, but protecting a lead in a postseason game, if you can lean on a guy like this, you feel great.
And, Chris, I didn't think they would be able to build a lead without having success running the football. So the fact that they're in this position is just icing on the cake. Now, if you can get your back going, you can probably close this thing out. He is so good late in the game. When we talk with these coaches, they talk about the key for the defensive lineman, in particular in the middle of that line, is block destruction. Look at him get off the block, and he's able to make a play, this time in the backfield.
The spot in the national championship game comes down to the final 2 minutes. Can the offense keep the football and bleed out the clock? They're going to run it. Breaking tackles. Here he goes. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Bears. A tough run all the way to the end zone. What determination. Huge play to stretch the lead and close in on another victory, Joel, trying to take a perfect record for the championship game.
And, Chris, as we've